Fourth semester students, noi ini particularly, specially si video se semi se core 9 noi exams hai. Si kamai address tong ni hai bagi wari ni miss na si special video se da tau doi se two part ani thok na thugai ko. Ahan bada si policy definition, public policy and policy cycle se si explanation ama aduga any policy question ama lakpa matamda kamai address tong ni hai ba theme dumaga. So it is divided into two parts. The first would be definitions and explanation of this policy cycle, and the second part would be how to address any questions related to the policy. So first key public policy ki definition direct the cause of actions or inactions chosen by public authority to address a given problem or an interrelated set of problems. See pot se kamai tau gyara kan maitai lon da khanga ga di noi na hena sajal laga ni khangde admaina maitai lon da khanga di I bhai ni habagi misna explanation kar piri ne ko public policy habadi sarkar habi manung sida organ ahum yare any department oigera any ministry oigera any organ of the government oigera sarkar na bu aikhoi gi prajagi problem ama bu address tawnaba tawriba dugumba set of action oibai or inaction oibai adubu public policy kawi hariko action that khangen. For example, every actions taken by the government, development policy oigera, education policy oigera, welfare policy oigera, employment policy oigera, for example manrega job card adiki social welfare gi dana noi kai hai ge change subsidized period adu loimak public policy ngaktane buko. That was the action part niko. In action haraga miss example ama pirake COVID-19 matam the government put a lot of restrictions to the public tawiko si tawbaya ya de marks upu chathok paya si matam sida so many restriction inactions to the public aduna inaction part adusu public ki demak tane public interest ki demak ne adusu public policy chaleba misna adu baut tane ko definition. That was the definition. Aduga public policy cycle ma set to matam that there are 5 steps or stages. Agenda setting have Malay. Number 2, the policy formulation. Number 3, policy legitimizations. Number 4 is policy implementation. Number 5 is policy assessment or evaluation. This is illustrative example ma pirake job card haigadra noina sum akhoina irai line khangna ba yabagi ni commission pirisa Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005 to enact tawriba act se kamaina formulate tawgi kamaina hojik chalairi no haiba sa hairake ba agenda setting kamai tawra ino haiba hairake ba matamdu da rural koi India se more than 50% and 60% and rural the settle tawraga leini India se da problem rural India the problem later have say senior agenda setting identifications or of issues or problem hide rural the asukimatic midi 60% hana tarini adu oragasu unemployment rate is very high, unskilled people yam lay aduna income lay they have a problem. That was the problem. The problem was identified. Adugi matung da problem to lay badagi di department marine lainaba authorities things na how to address that problem. Adu dune policy formulation hidden aduga so the department or the government or the ministry put down some rule and regulations, do's and don'ts, and how to address adugumba setting mayam same badugumba adugi step to na policy formulations. And number 3rd part would be policy legitimization haragana ngasagi sema iba laws indo parliament or any state ki act through the ek on train na Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment ek haina enforcement ama yaraga compulsory oina sarkar gi backing ama yaraga statutory book da present taraga adamaina law on thoraiba ek on thoraiba scheme on thoraidu ne policy adoption or legitimation haise yare ko aduga adudo ek on thok pa loiraga su wari da du loide na ko real term the implement tawbodu ne pasigi job card to praja sing juda or paisa do employment generate tawbodu ne tawba haure policy implement with through gram panchayat members and official mayam duga mogi through dagi policy implement tawre. And the next step manga suba policy evaluation haragana tawraiba policy implement taw kudimak to moi ngasai goal amadi set tawini employment generation tawba adagi poverty handahanba income generate tawba inclusive oiba adagi rural development oiba loimak ngamgadra oibra there are a lot of inefficiency, corruption, loophole, red tapeism in the whole process lakpi ai ko maram the member na yang no example oin hara kanda si moina keno tawbani include tawgada mi include tawbidaba tawroida mi tawroida mi hapchen ba mayam laibani ko job karta hanubi sum artha yaudaba thamaina adungumba michang mai khai nai bagi thabak politics tawbagi thabak adagi paisa lauthokpa paisa kitang hena pi daba thabak su daba corruption tractor and so on so lot of problems and inefficiency do thokla eba policy do implement taw matam do adumaina adugi asoiba sing do amu evaluate tawba assessment tawbagi step never last step asiki policy evaluation haido adu do evaluate tawraba matungda kamai mu tawge har kanda problem khra mu thokle include oibidaba inclusive oidaba inefficient oiba adagi paisa do corruption tawba kitang admai laiba loopholes mayam do amuk anauba policy mana address tawdaineba policy cycle has anauba musam khalani ba how to address to aduni ko mishna policy cycle has si hang pa ai 5 mark dang aga zo kitang mu sang tok na ideni 2 marks dang aga na si kadang ideni aduga choose the karamba option di policy cycle da yaude ga na hang pasu yai miski man theme di sida noida aina haining ise 1 mark question ne 2 mark question ne 5 mark ne kamaina address to ba yai si gi topics gi matang da medley policy am hangakani ba dum hangakani ba 2 mark 5 ta di atopa 10 marks ta budi kitang misna ngarangi slide pdf to the pigi bu da khara yaw raga dum hangakani ba ka adu dagi su khumba yai khara hena line ba na misna mai hire adu na first part ne adu ga second gi any policy ma gi question hangakku matam da medley 2 mark to oideni ko misaize education social welfare policy ngaktane education oigera health oigera food security oigera maneriga moigi goal ama laibane goal pire ko development oigera health coverage toba food security aduga moigi features ani piramoba aduga kanana initiate torino si noi sentence mama pungpana iba hydroga su si dang point dang iba da phangbani ko mark sum toroi say for example habidi sentence mapung kana frame tawrum traga su ngak tang wakhal du da set tawba do kautho aga su by higher national education policy harni goal di tha bhaini na goal holistic development by Ministry of Education adugum ha features mother tongue dal takpa adi vocational training at skill gi education skill the focus tawba lyric tamba khatang na te ga maina noina thingna ba ngak tani ko noina loina hairaga lairaba pot ne noina lyric ni aduga luna khanjen bagi ne ba ko noina miski sigi point and features na traga so top noi idea do sa khum jalak pa sajalak pa mayam yai ha ba do adugi wari ni social welfare laire aduga sida good governance policy sigi good governance manga mari piri sidana citizen charter e-governance lokpal right to information se c 1 2 3 4 manung da sigi initiative sing se ahan but Ministry of Personnel Public Grievance and Pension gi makha loi lai bane ba sigi e-governance se katang ne keno gi makha lai Ministry of Electronic and Information Technology sigi makha da lai noi goals se khang ni ko citizen charter education tan nate department amana government gi authority amana or any public institution amana moina kai thabak thawrang moina kari service piri for example kaino hairage high court na moi kai service pini ekoina si PIL kamai thaba yai noi kamba case lo khali moina tawda ma thousand do some information do pithok pai ta thetok pa moi official website ta boiro adagi noi department education ministry department na kai moi service piri ekoina kai tawgodori no aduga prajana phangdra kanda su sigi grievance redressal mechanism piba haitar citizen charter adi yamna official oba document ne moina kai thabak tawdaino service standard piba adagi aikoi gi redressal na mai tawni everything yam detail ohen bado yam open oy bado accountable piba do adu gumbagi haibadi governance aikoi administration se lai hanna bagi thawrang aktani sini e-governance arsu administrations department chalaiba government gi chalaiba sida electronic yosun bhaitar information and communication technology for example e-adar to raido noi zege id phanga ka kan chakadabado electronic te chingthoga service pidana Umang F habidi makal gi apps website sing sumba service adu government handle tawrini ko adna electronics in government have never use of technology in governance is called e-governance adu citizen charter agana official document issues by a public authority ko admaina aduga lokpal sina anti corruption body corruption tawba any public authority amana corruption tawragadi moina case handle tawdine particularly court ta natraga topan tawgadabdo laihanaba corruption idamakta yam special oina specially bodies am linkhat laga ke haise ke corruption charging do handle tawnaba investigate tawbe ai corruption case features ta ko aduga even prime minister boba moina investigate tawbe ai ba ko ke adu exception khara budi lai adu noi di yam samaina point macha oina si points de ibe ai aduga si initiative or si pot se ministry karama ministry makha de lai har dis te piri ministry se personal public grievances and pension ki makha de lai RTI su right information su magi goal se transparent oina bani transparency oina bani transparency ai di openness oi bodo ko sarkar governance ta openness ama oiba accessible oiba adugi potune information access to pange aina any information to RTI tha matamda aduga answer do su time bound within 30 days to pigadamni haiba dugumba governance to laihan naba aikogi information everything pangnaba adugi thawrang ngaktane adune ko public interest king wari ngaktane ko policy haise aduna noi answer iba matamda a definition heragana irni goal hydragasu goal khandragasu kawragasu ai tarim bisna haise in case kawba yamna worst case sum lurak pa situation ama da ko si sing sin ninjango nasana address tawna ba si da nate atopa ma hakta hanga ga sunoi goal ama nasana set taw feature khara duga initiative kanan oibe ai haina maina duga si decentralization policies da si budi constitutional bodies oi ko PRI municipalities budi adu zumis na sum decentralization policy part ama sum oi na sum samlap na ibai wane goal se democratic decentralization my features se 3 tier government lai the PRI the 1/3 reserve for women SC ga ST ga su reserve thambare no any features ning jang pa election tawani jahi manga kudingi members say adman everything no khang pa ga ibai ko kem the problem laite business ida amani ani pi bai wane noina 2 marks iba matam da goal iraga feature ma iba dunum phangni aduga ministry ninsanga kan ministry ira maina ko aduga PRIs na Ministry of Rural Development ki makhad lai municipalities na Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs ki makhad lai smaina business i loima topic tak pana te ko ai exam da kamaina si jingja la kanda igani goals features initiative igani haina kamaina exam address tong ni haibagi potu tawbane aduga no exam se negative marking ke sum da laita bane every question attempt tong na bo no 2 marks ti sajal laga oraga su full attempt taw 1 mark singulo attempt taw 1 mark therapy bane 10 marks ne adagi 2 marks tu ka kya sure 2030 ni na adagi 10 marks khara ama ni ga iraga di to adum yam phazana adum tawba ya bane ko aduna loimak exam se handle to bangam na bo no admaina hiding em isna okay all the best for exam